Hey everyone, this is Austin. We're here at 2015 UPW, New York City, winding down. You can probably hear the music in the background. But I had a chance here to catch up with Paul Huff, one of the top crew members for 2015 here at UPW. And I just want to ask you, Paul, what is your background for the people that don't know you? Because there's, close to 300 people here. We get a chance to meet everybody. So, what is your background?
Well, I live in Virginia, Northern Virginia by DC, and so I wear many hats. So I'm an entrepreneur. I have a catering company. I'm an author. I'm writing a book, and also 9 to 5. I'm a residential construction operations manager. So I work for a large national home builder. I've been doing that for almost 16 years now. So I've got many hats.
Are you married? Kids?
Married, 4 boys.
Wow.
And
4 boys.
Yes.
Wow.
And real quick, my wife is here attending.
She's attending.
A participant attending.
Okay.
3 of my boys are here. One just turned 23 yesterday.
Wow.
So
and you look great, man. I thought you were 23.
Thank you. So this was his 23rd birthday present. My other son's 22, 19, and those 3 are here. I have a 15-year-old who's back home. Couldn't get into the global youth leadership at this program, but he'll be in Chicago.
Yeah, I just want to congratulate you for that. I mean, this is probably an extra special event for you.
It was.
Wow.
It was a little emotional because it was a long road. When I first attended UPW in 2012, life was, someone said earlier, topsy-turvy.
Topsy-turvy, right.
A little roller coasterish. And so now to just have my wife and my boys in this environment is really amazing for me. Really amazing.
Wow, I didn't expect all that, man. That's outstanding. I mean, maybe that explains why you're sitting here right now. You probably gave it everything that you got. But why? So I was going to ask you, why crew? Like, why leave your family? But most of your family's here. But why, with all the things that you have going on, entrepreneur? I even forget. I mean, you were working for construction. All these things that you're doing. Why would you stop and come to an event like this and give up 5 days of your life? And bring your family.
After my first UPW event, and I had the opportunity to crew, it was just, I knew at that point to plug into this environment with people like you and all the crew members. It was just a lifetime. I joined a family. I attended UPW for myself, but I joined a family. I gained a family. And it's just the events come up and there's just no question I want to crew. So this is my 4th time.
4th time, okay.
And it's just, I don't think of it as leaving my family. I think of it as coming to visit more family.
Wow.
And then I come back with energy for, my extended family. This is my extended family.
That's awesome. Now, my next question is, what is your outcome? I can imagine you had many outcomes, being the fact that your wife is here, your kids are here. So maybe, was there like a major outcome you had? I'm sure you had many, but was there one that was like most important to you for attending this?
This was one event where I had some uncertainty about the outcome. Okay. I knew they were going to be here, but I was a little concerned about how could I support them. I wanted to make sure they had their space so they could go through it on their own, and I didn't want to pre-frame anything, and so I was a little uncertain about the outcome, but I did want to support them, and as well as support all the participants that are here. And that's my outcome for every time I come, is to just serve.
Serve. Sometimes it's just simple. It doesn't have to be complicated, just serve. That's awesome. Was there one particular moment or event or trigger that you saw where you felt like that was the greatest impact, either for yourself or maybe something else you witnessed where you felt the greatest impact here?
Yes, so there's many moments over this weekend, and I think the biggest impact, there's 2. Can I say 2?
Absolutely.
So there's very, very quickly. So the first is a little personal. It was after the first act, the fire walk. Went to the hotel with my wife and my boys. The conversation was outstanding about state and they can't believe they did the fire walk, and this is what you've been doing for all these years. So that was amazing. And here's the key: is I did 10% of the talking. It was the 4 of them with the other 90%.
Yeah, because most of the time you're trying to get your kids to talk, right? Your parents are always trying to get their kids to talk, so here your kids just kind of opened up.
And the second is there was a crew member, first-time crew. She was actually on my team, and she had a situation. She struggled a little bit, and so I shared with her an experience I had when I crewed the first time, and how I got through that, and how it helped me. And she kind of was a little emotional. And the next day she came back and said, hey, because you shared that with me, I had these other 2 experiences with other crew members. So that was
awesome, man. That's awesome.
That was tough.
Take that one with you. Keep it. And then lastly, what's next for you? You're gonna attend something, you're gonna crew, what's next?
Well, I've just, with the program, I signed up for National University 2 years ago. I just did Date with Destiny 3 months ago.
I was there. I crewed that event.
You crewed that event. I participated.
Yeah, nice, man.
And I'll go a little personal because I've told my story this weekend to a lot of people, but Date with Destiny saved my marriage.
I mean,
it saved my marriage.
There's nothing more. Everything you said right there that saved your marriage. I mean, 80% of your misery or happiness comes from the person you call husband or wife or spouse. And so you attended Date with Destiny, and it saved your marriage.
It saved my marriage. I mean, it's been a tough time, and that's why I attended UPW first, to help me get better and improve. And Date with Destiny was the next step, and it came just at the right time to where I found out who I really am, virtues, values, and all that. So that was phenomenal. So my next step is to crew UPW down in Chicago in July, and bringing my 15-year-old to the team.
And just one thing, just to go back, is that the reason why your wife is here at UPW, because of what happened to you with Date with Destiny?
Yes. So for 2 years, I tried to fix her. Even though I was fixing myself, and you know, as Tony says, don't go home and try to fix them up. I sort of did that. I waited about 3 months. I sort of did it, and so when I went to Date with Destiny, I came home. I decided not to do that. It wasn't decided not to do it. I just didn't do it because I found out what I needed to do for me. I reorganized my values. You know, top 10 previous, top 10 new. Well, love and relationship wasn't in my top 10 originally. There's some other things. That's another long interview.
We'll do that another time.
I can talk for hours about that. But because I reorganized that, I came home and was present for what I needed, who I needed to be, and in turn, it's what she needed. So about a month ago, she texted me at work and said, hey, I was on Tony Robbins' website, and it looks like the tickets for UPW in New Jersey is sold out. Do you know anyone? I said, I text back, let me see what I can do. I'll make a call. No, I waited 30 minutes. I had already bought 4 tickets for this event at Date with Destiny because I knew if I took massive action, it was going to pay off.
Dude, that's awesome.
So I text, an hour, a half hour later, I text back, I've got you, who's the man, I took care of you, you got a seat. And then a couple of days later, I said, I just went in and got tickets for all the boys. And so she's here because she wanted to be here, not because I wanted. She didn't come for me, she initiated. So I'm looking forward to getting home tomorrow and just the conversations with each one of them over just moving forward.
Man, I'm super excited for the residual effect of this in your life, and I just want to say congratulations again, man. You deserve it.
Awesome.
I know we'll be talking soon.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.